Hey everyone, Ammo here for more Heroes of the Storm. I haven't been able to play or record as much as I've wanted to because I have some things coming up, and I'll be doing a proper announcement for those. I'm going on a trip, but then I'm having like a minor surgery afterwards. So I'm having things preventing me from recording or playing as much as I would like. That's why there's been such a huge delay on the Magic Site videos, because that's kind of a secondary concern for me right now anyway, because we just destroyed that game so much that I have to wait and get the motivation to finish that up, and it's kind of secondary concern. But we'll get to that. Don't worry, those will come out sooner rather than later. But today, Heroes of the Storm. The only thing we're going in as Nazeebos in a hero, Nazeebo in a hero match. The only thing I want to point out is that last patch is what level was it? Level 13. He lost Rewind. Rewind was taken out from, like, everyone lost Rewind, and it was given to certain specialists at level 20 as like a new storm ability. So Nazeebo lost Rewind. No more Rewind anywhere for Nazeebo. That's a big difference. So now I usually take Sprint instead. This gives you some movement. Nazeebo's not particularly mobile, so having Sprint lets you chase down or run away. And I mean, the other ones are okay. Extra damage, like you can get a little bit extra damage, but Sprint's usually best, most versatile, most utility option. That was really the only big change the last patch. I don't think I've done a Nazeebo video then, maybe I have and I haven't mentioned it. Anyway, it's a pretty good game. Let's get into it. Okay, we're on the tribute map, the Cursed Hollow. You have the tribute spawn, you have to gather them for curses, and they spawn in that's the boss, and these little stone circle areas. So it's myself on Nazeebo. I also have sets as Azmodan. I think it's the first ranked game where I've had an Azmodan on my team, and I was a little hesitant. And Azmodan takes level 1 talent, we'll see. He gets increasing damage on his Q whenever he gets a kill with it, so he's focusing on farming that, and at the end of the game he gets a handful of damage with it. They really talk about getting this Azmodan's damage high, but he doesn't. By the end of the game, he doesn't really do like that much damage. But I don't know why they're focusing. He's going to do damage to someone else, but whatever. It ends up being he has some nice Kobe shots. He's a competent Azmodan, so it's not a big deal. Crooks on Vala. This guy's very talkative, pings a lot. It's not a problem. I mean, you can get annoyed by people that do that, but I never ever say something. You always want people thinking, communicating. Communication's never a bad thing. People are being healthy and communicating. It's always a good thing. So good on him, even if he was a little gung-ho about it. Maybe a little too much, but much rather have too much than not enough communication. Deicide, Mirrodin, and then Pizzolino on Lily. Look over to the other side. Also, we're on the red side, so it confused me really hard. Green Gel on ETC, Haze on Stitches, tons of tank here, just 2 tanks, 2 warriors. It's a lot of beef to get through. Overwatcher on Jaina, I think, is that the Master Skin? Might be the Master Skin. And then Dr. Jekyll on Falstad, and Oiled Trunk on Right Wing here. So they have Jaina and Falstad confident damage, Right Wing's a very good support, 2 very good warriors in ETC and Stitches. Kind of a scary team. We have double specialists. So it's we have maybe a little more teams with more hesitant, not as obviously synergistic. There you are, figuring out lanes.
In 10 seconds.
I head to bottom.
5,
take one of the solo lanes. This is one thing. Specialists are very good in solo lanes. So specialists in the solo lane.
Well,
Lily's just down here for a moment.
What are you waiting for?
Alex and me. Pick up the watchtower. Yeah, here are, like I said, the team in this game is gonna be very talkative, but no one is toxic. I'm not just so happy. Nobody's gonna be toxic in games. There's no reason. You always decrease your chance of winning when you're being toxic. Hey, I can get pretty deep pretty fast. Not really. I mean, he's a decent Azmodan player, but he doesn't. I mean, you don't really do that much damage. Getting that Q, you do more damage than you would otherwise, but it's not like. Yeah. It really has to play in the late game, and then you get a handful for it. So it's me against Right Wing here, and I'm able to push. I can push the wave much better than Right Wing can. The problem is Right Wing heals her. Like I can't capacitor sustain the killer. So that's also been going on in this bottom lane for a long time. So that's just slapping each other around. For me, slapping Right Wing and Right Wing just healing himself. But we'll look at the other lanes for the most part. Things I didn't see happening. You have some ganks on, some harass. Just pushing them off early on. Azmodan actually, at some point, not yet, but he does throw a couple of those generators down my way. It's very nice. I really like it. Going super aggressive here. Really slapping around Jane. Jane's a pretty fragile champion. I think. Okay, hold on. Is that the master or a regular skin? Let's pause it real quick. I just don't remember off the top of my head what the master skin looks like. I think that's a master skin. I don't think that's the. She doesn't have that many skins. She's still a relatively new hero. I don't think that's one of the other skins. Pretty irrelevant. I'm just curious because it's not one I've seen in the game very much. Iridan has this really cool like Iron Warrior, Iron King, whatever skin. I'm not talking about skins. Speaking, okay, not enough talking about skins. But speaking of skins, I want the Nazeebo. The Jester Nazeebo is so awesome, and I want it. So there's a lot of exchange in the mid lane, healing up, getting ready for a tribute. Asmon's pushing back against 2. And the tribut's coming up soon. Asmon's coming down, ready for that. Ready for. He's gonna maybe gank middle. Asmon's not very good at yanking now, he's just killing things. He's just gathering some more of his Q. Some more damage up there. I'm still, yeah, see, me and Brightwing have her pushed in, but I cannot kill her. She just will not die. Actually running out of mana. Slapping her right now. Here's our first tribute. It's down bottom with Brightwing and myself. The team is moving down to contest the tribute. Falstad flies in. Falstad's very mobile. Instead of having a mount team just fly around the map like that, it's very strong. Zombie rolls, catch Falstad, zombie rolls, zombie wall, catch Falstad. But ETC comes in behind us, and now we're getting all sorts of stuff. We only have 1 warrior against 2. Pretty quickly he goes down. Now we have no front line, just some fragile heroes. I'm low on mana. We're running for our lives. We almost kill ETC, but down. I get killed by Stitches there. And we have lost this fight. And lost the first tribute fight. Very sad. One thing I will say every time is that we had some focus issues. Falstad and Jaina are incredibly Falstad and Jaina are incredibly fragile, very, very squishy heroes. But we focus the warriors when they come in because they don't have things to shoot at, which is fine. The warriors are the only thing you have to attack. It's fine to attack them. But if you get an opportunity to attack one of the more vulnerable heroes, do that instead. Don't be afraid to switch targets. Don't get focused on finishing off the warrior. And then just they want to get shot. If you let the damage walk all over you while trying to finish off warriors, that's a good way to leave a team fight. And this team ends up doing that a lot. And even I do it a couple times. I'm not perfect. I make the same mistake. So we end up having a couple of struggle in team fights because of that kind of stuff. And the tributes are spawning so quickly. This is going to continue this pattern. It's not a set amount of time per tribute. There's a little bit of variation in it. And we get some very short timers between the tributes. So they're already set up for this. I'm going up, wondering why they're just standing here farming minions. Tributes here, not getting in position for tribute at all. So I'm like, okay, I have to stop it because no one else is doing anything. ETC runs in, starts harassing Asmodin. Iridan gets in a good position in the back. We get a decent wall doing plenty of damage. Take down Falstad. See, focus Falstad. It's proper target. And then we get 2 focus on killing ETC. I'm chasing them down. Instead of shooting Jaina like I should. See how quickly Jaina dies when you actually shoot her? Stitch is trying to harass us, but he can't take all of her damage. First off, we are able to put down some zombie walls, try to zone them out so we can contribute. Wow, that was a really good snipe by Jaina. Good job. And we can notice that during the live game. And holding them off, and we're able to contribute. Just barely got it inside of ETC. Came to the front. I trapped Falstad and Brightwing. Prevent them from coming in and help ETC. I can do a lot with Zombie Wall. Zombie Wall is so strong. It's so nice to see good Zombie Walls. As been you see Kobe getting some good Qs out. She better be focusing so much on the Qs. She better land them. I'm afraid, I was throwing out a lot of abilities, I was afraid there might be in this rush trying to pick us off. They were already long gone. I didn't know that those couldn't have vision, of course. Asmodin's low on mana, but Asmodin's pretty tanky. He's not a particularly good fighter, but he does a fair amount of health. I mean, he has, abilities helping in combat, but he's not doing anything too crazy. Not just gonna sit there and exchange auto attacks. And now, yeah, again, the tribute already just got back in lane from the last tribute. I just went back and then got back in. Yeah, I'm even like, what the? We just got back. Like, we're getting exhausted because I know all this. We keep having this bad positioning. This positioning, we have more positioning between right when we're almost dead. having these tributes rapid firing like this is bad for us. Shooting CC's coming in on us. All ahead. Kind of poor positioning in there. Got caught out by all the damage and goes down. Unfortunately, I missed this on the wall. Just field goal between all of them. Now they're just running over us. Mirrodin's tanking going to camp. They're doing a good job of not exclusively focusing Mirrodin, focusing Lily a lot. Unfortunately, catch Lily hooked, but she's fast enough. She has half a feet. Fast enough. Get out of there. I grab Jaina in a zombie wall. Managed to take her down. Also take down Stitches there. It's good on us. ETC's trying to chase me out. Because I wanted to finish off Falstead, but I didn't want to run through ETC and like try to kill Falstead. Oh, if only I knew. Could have just thrown. If only I knew. Could have just thrown a jar of spiders over there and killed them. Oh well, that's what happens. Yeah, even Mirrodin points out we gotta target their name. That was a weird little frame. The replay there. We got a tribute. They have 2 tributes and the 3rd one spawning again. Told you the tributes are moving so fast. The last fight just ended. We're already complete. So ETC's already there. The rest of our team's all spread out. You're just having a fight with Falstead. It's pretty bad because Falstead, like win or lose, Falstead can just fly out and you're just a walk. Nazeebo goes up, so there's 2v2 coming down here. We don't have any warriors. They have warrior down here. It's just me and Vala and Melee trying to fend off right wing. Oh, that's a really good combo there. They grabbed in Lily, and then Emerald Wind pushed her out. Fortunately, Emerald Wind also hit my ultimate. Using my ultimate at the same time, and Emerald Wind pushed me out. So we're just trying to keep Lily alive, trying to do what we can. Hey, aside here, Mirrodin comes in the back. And we have no one to shoot but tanks right now, and then here comes damage. We need to focus them. Not Stitches. I think Stitches dead, that's fine. But super squishy Falstead. I run right in the ring of Frost trying to go after Falstead though. Get caught, take tons of damage. Shooting Falstead. Now ETC need to kill Falstead. Now Mirrodin's chasing ETC trying to push him off, and he has like 5 health. He has like 5 health left off. Mirrodin gives up the curse. Now we're cursed. That's a oh wow! I didn't see this move. Oh yeah, I did not see that move. When this was live, he just dove right in because we're cursed. So none of the towers are shooting him, so he's not really under threat by much. And they're trying to break down the gate in case anything bad happens. So get out there. We're heading down, try to help defend. We're otherwise in all lanes to maintain experience, keep soaking experience. That's one thing the team did very well, that we were always able to be soaking experience. That really helped us. Really helped us not go too far behind. So you see, we're still even level. Losing. Yeah, we're not too far behind in experience. We've been soaking things. It's very cool. And we actually got an ult and killed Jaina with it, because they're getting way too aggressive down here. Able to punish them, kill Jaina. Look how low Falstead gets. Oh, so low. Real quick. Pause here. Falstead. Oh, the block must be from. Yeah, Brightwing. Okay, I was like, kept saying the block come up, but I forgot. That's the effect from one of the Brightwing's abilities. So she gives her allies block. Keep seeing Falstead get blocks, and like Falstead doesn't have block. It's crazy. Obviously, it's Brightwing. Kind of just forgot she can do that.
Enough.
And also teleport around Brightwing. So the Val's trying to defend middle, but I mean, obviously, these are that. It's pretty ballsy. Stay there. Because, you know, that. That's why. Yeah, the fort was going down, so just her 1v3 without much else going on. She's stuck in the corner. Falstead comes in, using his mobility. This team, enemy team, has lots of mobility. Azmodan pushing up. He's about to get ganked. Pinging him that he's about to get ganked. He doesn't care. He's just pushing anyway. Oh, yep. Pushing hard. That was one thing I will say about that ability. The black ball increases the ability power. So when he throws his Q, it will kill the minions like more easily, kill things more easily, and then when he kills them, it stacks the damage on his first talent, so like more damage on his Q when he kills something with it.
What's the plan?
Wish there's a way I could like check out how many stacks he has, but like you can't do it from this. The current replay system is very, very. It's still alpha. I mean, I was still describing the game's in beta. The replay system's in, like early alpha. It's not been getting any love, which is fine. Focusing on that core game, which is totally understandable. We're just farming. Trying to get the mercs. We're worried about boss, and actually they're worried about boss too. They actually come here to check boss. It's fair. ETC came and checked the knights, and guess we were the knights. They're getting their own knights at the time. I don't know why we're all like pinging over here, and we're all positioning for history reasons. I think it's just boss. We're just concerned about boss. Like, should we take boss? Should we contest their boss? Are they gonna contest our boss? Looks like we do want to take our boss, which can see them, but it's a super risky call. I'm really uncomfortable trying to take boss here. Oh, I'm also worried about them taking their boss. Although we can see them now. We spot them out, our minions spot them out. We're not too worried about trying to get our boss, but we know they're right here, like they're right next to us. We know that. We just saw them. We start on the boss. ETC doesn't even have to look that far. ETC, like a couple pixels. Like, how did you not see that? A couple pixels over. We see this boss, and we can see them right there pushing. We're just trying to stop this boss. Insane. This is such a great way to throw a fight. Now the tribute's coming up. They're getting this forward. And guess what? Boss up. Our boss. We got our boss up. We're either gonna force them to fight the boss or fight for the tribute. They're choosing to fight for the tribute and the boss. Whole team's here. Emerald Wind pushing us all back, doing far too much damage. Emerald Wind did a lot of damage. I mean, push effect barely misses on the wall there. Push effect is really helpful. It does a lot of damage. You see their double warrior build picking us apart. Things run around with impunity. I get frozen and picked off early. Which is unfortunate because I'm a big part of the team's damage. And also Valor's because they took out our damage, so this fight's done. We're able to take out Falstad though. Focus the squishy ones. The Falstad's done. They still have Jaina and their two warriors. Mirrodin doing a good job defending himself, as Asmodin as well. But we lost that tribute. We lost that fight card. Good for us though. Mr. Boss. They were ignoring him to get that tribute. That boss ended up being really good fault. And we're going to get some experience out of this destruction. We're going to destroy some of the buildings here with this boss. They have to all go back and defend it. So they can't take. There's not anything on the map to take anyway. It's not like they have much else to do by now. So now the boss is just doing some damage. They finished it off very easily. But the initial just take down those towers. They'll just catch up experience. Because see, we're actually level behind. We needed to get level 17. You need to catch up on that area before the next tribute spawns. Now they're pushing. We come in, catch out ETC down here. Falstad's like, oh hey, it's Falstad here. Push him out, do a good bit of damage. I want ETC what's on the wall. He slides right through it. My ult, forcing the retreat. Finish off some of these minions. Get this pushed up, and then tribute spawn. And I got eaten. Stitches, I forgot, but the Stitches came behind me and ate me. Very strange. And then Jaina tried fishing up. We don't have the damage to there's so much to take. We don't have the damage. Take out Stitches. Melee was too deep. Got killed. Ooh, I almost get picked up by that ring. I sprinted out. They're pretty low. Oh, Jaina actually died to my. Looks like Jaina died to my spiders for the poison. I'm just trying to not get. Yeah, there we go. I'm just throwing out what I can to discourage them. Trying to finish this off. Falstad here. It's crazy. He sees us going into this bush. He flies in. We hit him when we can. Mirrodin is a duel. Mirrodin versus poison Falstad. Falstad kills Mirrodin, then my poison finishes off Falstad. Falstad did a very good 1 versus 2 trade-off there, and they're able to get the enemy was able to get the tribute again. So they were able to leave during that fight after they were comfortable they had won. And were able to pick up the tribute. So we're definitely behind. Not too much though. The main, I mean, yeah, they have more. They've taken down more structures than we have. Yeah, Mirrodin right here is just now saying, hey, he's like, how are we coming back? Well, we're even. We have an equal level. Like we're not actually like behind. We're at the equal level here. If we get a fight, equal level, and take the fight. Yeah, I'm pointing out equal level still. You just gotta take a fight, and that is true. And Mirrodin points out, well, actually, there's a fight right here. I believe. Trying to disengage because not everyone's ready to go. Yeah, Mirrodin's behind on forts. That doesn't matter. If you have your keeps, don't spawn the catapults. You don't worry about the catapults pushing, and then being behind on forts that gives you experience. And for even on experience, soaking lanes and kills, then it's fine to be behind on forts. It's not that much map pressure you lose if you don't lose the keeps. So anyway, we lost. Asmodin got caught right before the tribute. This is a cursed tribute, so it's really fucking big. I get a decent zombie roll, then I off on the stat right and now, and I do take one out. Right wing's super low, Jane is super low. We actually focused the right targets and then those stitches down. They did get the tribute though while that was happening. ETC got the tribute. So we took the fight, we did take the fight, 4v5, I might add. More like, actually more like 4v4, because they had someone sitting back grabbing the tribute. Still, it was a good fight we took. Now we are cursed, so all of our lanes are going to be pushing. We decide, okay, big plays. Desperate times called desperate measures, take the boss. And that happens to me all the time, always spawn the zombie wall, like Brightwing's doing it. It's AoE slam attackers still good. EC and Brightwing want to contest, but they really can't. They can't. 2v5, even with the boss here. They back off. We hit their boss. While we are cursed, we are losing structure health. See, all the minions are pushing on here too as it goes clear up. It gives us a boss pushing. I check real quick, see they're doing knights. They are not. That just gives us some control because we have to respond to this boss. That gives us a control to do our own boss. Both bosses up, having both bosses really strong. Minions are tearing down this fort, which is unfortunate. We traded the fort for the bosses. It's fair. It's fine. It's fine trade. So they're all down. You take care of this boss, you're taking down. That's building this minions for us. While it's happening, we're taking the top boss. Has it been clearing up these minions, doing almost 1,000 damage and stacking that Q up very high. But I mean that Q does a lot of damage. But his overall damage, he's still Asmodee. But he still has like mod figure damage, but very good siege damage, I will say that. I guess I was thinking of it too much as a team fight perspective against heroes versus what it can do for sieging. You do lots of damage to buildings and clear out minion waves instantly. So that's why he has tons of siege damage. So never mind. I was a little hesitant. I'm thinking too much of a team fight perspective. It does help team fights, but obviously it's mostly used for pushing because he's a that's his thing. He's a over 1,000 damage. He's a specialist. He's a pusher. Most specialists are good at pushing or jumping, as is certainly one of them. Some of them are a little more suited for team fights, like Nazeebo's build. A couple things about my build here. I'll just do a brief pause. So now at level 20, we're actually ahead in experience after those bosses. Of course I took the Ravenous Spirit, channeled high damage, you see me use it a lot. I'm glad I took it. I thought maybe I made a mistake, because they have a lot of CC, a lot of things that can knock me out of my ult. ETC, Stitches, and Brightwing always knock me out of my ult. And even Jaina, the Ring of Frost, and False Status, some talents that might give them a little bit of CC. So they can all potentially knock me out of my ult. So I thought maybe should have taken the Summon instead. Glad I didn't, because it turned out to work out. And also I just took Blink instead of the ult modifier to make our ult move faster, longer range. I thought that was a mistake too. I'm like, I have Sprint. I can use that to get out of trouble. I may not need Blink as much as I need the ult modifier to do more damage. But I turned out to actually really need Blink, and it turned out to be just a great idea that I took Blink. I was a little worried. I totally needed Blink. Which is good. I mean, it's hard to go that wrong. It's just having that ability is such good utility. Jaina, unfortunately, barely survives. She gets past this wall. It's one penalty, it's one drawback of us not having what I meant by us not having forts and being behind on forts is that certainly they can hide behind them and give more map control. Jaina, they didn't have that. Jaina. Now they got all sorts of ult combos on us, dancing, tons of damage, Stitches eating everyone. Just had a terrible fight there. I caught my ult though, killed Brightwing, drive off the rest of the team, tons of damage to False Dead. Looking back on that, I'm surprised I got that off, because it was just 3v5 at that point, and I was up there all alone, and they ran. I guess they didn't have any cooldowns to stop me from doing what I was doing, and they were just pushing up, they just had to go. Really clutch ult to turn that fight around to a 2v2. Now tribute spawning again, but rate has finally slowed down. These tribute spawn, so we can actually get a tribute. This is the only tribute we've had all game. We haven't had any curses yet, which is why as we're doing here, it's actually pretty important. It's pushing these lanes super hard, and it's letting us get these ports even without tributes. See, that blink saved my life. That blink can sprint out, get away from the two warriors here. I'm trying to throw in some spells to the side. Get him, spiders. Get him. Valor. Oh, she got knocked out real bad. I go in hard to try to defend the ult. That ends up exchanging my life for that, but we got Jane out of that. And I was kind of frustrated with my team was being more aggressive to help prevent that tribute taking, but I exchanged my life for be able to pick up Stitches as well. Unfortunately, Vala here barely doesn't go down, or barely goes down to the ETC. Now it's a 1v2. 3 actually, really easier too. Before ETC is surrounded. He's not quite going to make it all the way. Second is they have both that right wing to teleport in. No problem. Take out Luke. For all comes out a moment too late. Still focusing ETC. See, yeah, don't focus ETC. He's not a problem. He doesn't do lots of damage. He's not a problem. He has lots of health, very tanky, lots of regeneration, doesn't do lots of damage. Don't focus him. Focus this guy. This guy does damage. That guy. Or this person. This person heals. And CC. Do that person. Don't do the cow. Cow's fine getting focused. Here's our Vala being very, very encouraging. Good on her. It's one thing that's always a positive thing. Players like that get better in the game. Toxic players tend to never really get that much better or rank up because they're always toxic and they just bring everyone down. They're not going to win enough games to really advance their MOBA careers. They're being toxic. So don't be a toxic player. You're picking up these giants. Most of you. And take out the giants competently. Nazeebo's not fastest at clearing these things, but it's alright. That'll help me out. 1200 basketballs. Description of his Q. Damage at 1200 basketballs. Gave me a chuckle. We protect the boss. Go check it out. No one's actually like going there. No. They're doing their own. Right. Ping boss. What are you talking about? Like, why is anyone there? Oh, you don't care right now? Okay. Well, they got that boss. We should have known where else are they. Yeah, we did ping it a couple times. I guess we decided we're gonna have it take our knights, but terrible grade that was. Fortunately for us, tribute is up here. Closer to us, so we can set up, have them come to us for the fight. They're not even contesting. They knew they'd be there too slow. So they're just in the boss push and getting some more mercs. And we're like, hey, we gotta kill his boss. No one's going to go kill the boss. I'm the only one going to go kill the boss. What are we up here killing? A giant? Why? Don't need like 3 of you to kill a siege giant. The boss, it's DPs. We need to stop this one, take down our keep, and they're going to catapult. We don't want to lose a keep. These are important. Take out the boss. I'm here fighting the boss. Finally, I'm getting some assistance here. It's a little slow. Oh, this is so bad. It's gonna happen. Spoiler. Alright, so we're going on ETC, which is fine. So we're going in on ETC, right wing. The hero saves his life. How much flash? We keep chasing. Vala goes in super hard, keeps chasing. Gets grabbed. It's getting attacked by Jaina. I catch her in the zombie wall. I want us to back off. He's not backing off. Allstack comes in. All of us need Stitches. We just kill the boss. Just let them zone them out. We have abilities that can zone them out. Once again, the blink saved my life. I got out of there from the Stitches grab. It's particularly good that I took Stitches. That's one that's so good. Stitches. Grab. I ult to drive them off. Jane has to flash because I'm out, so that's fine. Or blink, it's different. So yeah, we overextended there. Really just have to zone them while I take care of the boss. We don't need to be too aggressive when we have a boss pushing on us. That's a 4v5. We want this tribute. We really rush this back. We don't really need to tribute that badly. I'm getting ulted. I by all means should have there, so I'll my health to save my life super hard. Unfortunately, Mirrodin was not so lucky. They have that tribute now. Oh, Asden almost killed him. We are throwing out some abilities, trying to keep him from engaging. So he was pretty fair at that. Ping our own boss. Afraid that they might try to take it. That we should take it. Either way, we should, check it out. We should think about it. It should definitely be on our minds. Our blue team's just heading up. Yeah, they got the same idea here. See the little arrows? Yeah, they know what they're doing. Also, actually, doing to check it and initiated it immediately. Aspen so he's clearing more waves, that's cute. But we're heading up here slowly, but we're heading up here. And yeah, we check it. Apparently, yeah, Vala doesn't want to help test the boss. Makes zero sense. Because this is pretty important. It's a boss, Vala. I'm not gonna be too mad at her. She's mostly because she communicates really neat messages. Bring across, freezes up at them. It's not print. They have blink out. It's not print blazer. I blink out when more my Q's needs. Vala's saying we shouldn't engage with some down man. That doesn't make any sense for the boss. And A, it's a really big objective. B, the boss helps us heal out a lot in a fight. The enemy team has boss aggro. It'll do lots of damage to the CC. Fortunately, we were able to go in and clean that up in only exchange for hazard damage. And finally, Vala came up to help and helped clean that fight up. That's what I mean. Fortunately, didn't end up getting the boss, but the boss does a lot of damage on CC build. Engage an enemy team while they're on the boss is a huge disadvantage. So that's why I went up there. We're able to get some. We're able to pick up some kills in that fight. Lots of good positioning. I'm super glad by this point that I've used it way more than I've needed the extra speed on my own. Take off the goal. And now we have them cursed. Can't really. We had to take care of the boss. So we lost a lot of the cursed time already just by needing to go back and take care of that boss. We have minions pushing naturally, pushing back the lanes. Decide we need to push. Of course, we do need to push. While they're still cursed, they're going back up there. So we're going to take this forward, taking this gate. We took over. Especially after you see false stat flying behind us, we're like, oh, we don't need to push this too much. Especially only like 15 seconds left on the curse. I forget it. We have the lanes pushing in. You know they're not going to get any structures. The lanes will be pushed up. So next future objectives they'll be pushed in our favor. Don't have to worry about going back to defending. Although bot will push because they have to go for the knights, which is, I mean, their boss is going to go back up. Boss is back up. We're over here getting knights. Lily definitely has the right idea. We should test their boss. I think everyone's just too slow. Yeah, Vala went back after that. Vala went back. Why did Vala go back? What? Hold on. Hold on there. It's like if I can get this. 2740, whatever. It's not going to otherwise work too much. 27. Alright, so we're getting our knights. Boss is going back up. You know they were down there. You just see them there. Vala's going back. Vala has full health and like 3/4 mana. She went back. No, don't do. No, Vala, we needed you up here. Don't go back for like 200 mana. That's a terrible idea. They're getting bossed now. Lily Mirrodin up there helping. We're throwing out a zombie wall right there. Splits the team. No, Jaina has a problem. Jaina's some problems with that zombie wall. They are pushed off the boss. And they decide they learned their lesson from last time. They're getting out their false stats flying, you know? Yay! Hey, guess what? Zombie wall, cutting off all teams, we can take advantage of the ETC ult, and they also take tons of damage on the zombie wall. Shooting up ETC, I finish him off, or try to finish him off. Ulti, but then it gets countered by Jaina, and then boom! Azban dunks it. Gets double kill. That just goes down as well. And then it's just ETC and Right Wing on the run. It was a very good team fight. We had them in that choke point. They have lots of AoE. They have tons of AoE. Vala's multi-shot, all my abilities, and Azban's dunking it, especially because he's going for a Q build. That was a very good fight for us. And now we want to take their boss and push them off, which is a fantastic idea. Always you should do that. I mean, we push them off the bot, kill them all, so we should take the boss. That's what we're doing. We have Monks pushing mid. The Knights we took earlier are still pushing mid with help from Azban's little general guy. Now we get the boss. Now we're feeling pretty good. We have minions pushing in, we have boss pushing in while the tribute's up so strong, because either have to fight for the tribute or just. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Melee says we should more push. It's a terrible idea because it's their third curse. We don't want them to get it. Because then all of our minions will be useless. I mean, we could push to the boss, it's pretty late. But yeah, it's definitely too late now. And I'm fine fighting for this initiative. just preventing us from getting cursed while the boss is doing his job. Pushing with the boss definitely could have ended the game, but also could have got us wiped. The game at all. They could have got us cursed, and then it would have been the riskier play. We played it safe this game. So we're all like confused on what to do because they have that defense. We can't really go into help boss right now. Well, if I wasn't there, we're not there, so we go pick up what marks on the board. So right now, just these giants. Boss, heavily pinged, gets responding soon. I think that's enemy team. Wow, yeah. Both teams are pinging that boss really hard. Enemy team also saying that's coming up. Go position for it. They seem hesitant about this. See them on this watchtower. Yeah, so we know they're coming. Yeah, Healy's saying don't start it because they might be coming, which is very smart. Absolutely don't start it. Positioning for a fight. Because if we're going to contest it, we'd much rather contest it without the boss slapping us in the face. Unfortunately, the tribute spawns bottom, so we need to do that. We're either going to fight up here, and I'm just going to you're in engages, get tons of damage out. Not the best on the blow ever, but they blow. They're not using their CC on me, so I just throw out my ults. Unfortunately, like I said, they have a ton of CC, so we're still getting by something out of it. Oh, I got eaten by extenders. Still got a little bit of damage to myself. But yeah, so they have a ton of CC in this ult. I only had a few good ults in this game. Pretty soon this will be good ult. A bunch of damage out of my false stab. Jane has so much damage on the back line. See, this is what happens when you ignore the tanks and go for the squishy people that are killing your team. To win fights. Our team finally is having better focus. Sonic goes apart. Oh, so close. Throwing in the queue trying to see if I can hit Jane. Keep her off the course. Now we're going down to the tribute. False stab flew down there, try to grab it, but as did, dunking it. That Q build all himself, maybe talking smack on a little bit earlier. But he's showing us he's doing it rather well. Plenty of damage. Mostly siege damage important. Don't underestimate siege damage. You see our damage is still fine. Dazvan, he's never gonna have like the highest hero damage ever, but I mean it's pretty full. It's almost 100,000. That's good. I mean, I guess maybe it's just because I'm playing Nazeebo. Nazeebo does stupid damage. The T-fight and stuff that was kind of underestimating it. It's a good. He's doing well. Things are good. Definitely underestimated that at the beginning. Even in the replay. Well, I mean, in the replay, obviously I can see what's going on a little more clearly. I'm just focusing on one character and I can check out the stat screens. Stat screen. Here, in our fight, I'm sure. What about? Oh, okay, okay, stuck in the zombie wall. Tons of damage. Take this keep. Looks like Jefferson is worse. Take this keep. It's kind of quite a long game. 25 minutes. I realize this is such a long game. It's not like it doesn't tell me in replay or anything. I guess it's not like I can't see it. Yeah, it's a 34-minute game all done. But it doesn't realize it's such a long game. I should start like editing this nonsense out, give it some more suspense. I guess stop. Yeah, you could really just do that. You do that in the future. Like I said, the replay system is the advanced tier. These last tribute, this will get them first. It didn't curse us. It's very important to get. We are a level ahead though. I almost go down. Blink again saves my life. So glad I have back towards the moon. Just trying to I would get my ultimate off, Jaina. They're already down. The right wing and just stitch the left. He's surrounded. Try and chase me down, but I have too much health. Completely ace them, get the curse, and as you can see, that's going to be the end of the game. Vala is very excited about getting us the core. Like, obviously, Vala, we're going to get the core. They're all dead, and they're cursed. I mean, what else did you expect, Vala? But like I said, I'm sure they have too much communication. And just bring down the core. That's the end of the game. Very good game. And I was a little hesitant about Asmoded. His build, I haven't seen much ranked play, but he did very well. Everyone did a pretty good job. Vala's being super PM here. Like just said, she's being very nice player. Yeah, she was super PM for some reason. And then we end the game. It's a very, yeah, it was a good game. Everyone did well. It's a high damages. Can I check the stats in the victory screen? I can't. Oh yeah, we can totally check stats. Can't. Change the talents low. I wonder if I was on talent, so I wouldn't be able to change the stats. Here we go, Falstad did tons of damage. Because we weren't focusing him. And of course, Ojani did lots of damage too. Right wing healed like crazy. Right wing doesn't even have an active heal ability or heals part of her trait, and it's all passive, which is very good either. And of course, me on Nazeebo does an insane amount of damage. Nazeebo is just so strong. Love Nazeebo. You know, we had lots of siege damage. Well, I'm gonna say, you know, that was pretty impressive. We only had like one curse before the very end, and just Vala's, just our AoE siege damage, was able to push through and get us most of these structures. Falstad had an impressive 200,000 siege damage though, just on Falstad. It's pretty good. Well, actually a lot of siege damage. I guess it was a very long game, so these numbers are a little inflated anyway, because the game took a 33 minute, which is very long for a Heroes of the Storm match. But anyway, let's go do it. Leave a like, enjoy the video, subscribe for more, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and let you guys know the deal. And I will see you next time.